Steve. We've just been through a real busy period again, as per usual, but a lot of involvement in the Channel 5 show at the weekend.
Yeah, Mick Hennessy obviously put the top of the bill and chief support and a few other fights together for Saturday night. But on short notice he asked us to help out with the undercard, and we put 3 VIP fighters on, and Kieran Farrell put one on. We had a couple more, but due to circumstances they didn't actually fight. But you know, we did put a few good fights together for them on Saturday night. Yeah.
Yeah, arguably one of the fight of the night has got to be our fighter, Kilgannon against Penfield.
Yeah, you know, it was a rematch, and probably one we didn't want so soon, but we spent all week matching Kane up, people pulling out, and you know, it was actually on the morning on the Saturday that we didn't have anybody, and the only option we had was Ben Fields, and it was 11:30 on the Saturday, so you've got to give him fair play for him to turn up and fight. You know, obviously he won, which was a shame. I didn't think he did, to be honest with you. I thought obviously the knockdown was back of the head and shouldn't have been counted as a 10-8, and then I thought Kane had won the last 3 rounds, but you know, I'm scored on clean, the punches shot, other people might be scored in aggression, and what you've got to say with Ben, when he's in that sort of mood, he does put it on you, so maybe a draw would have been the fair result, but definitely not a loss, so feels a bit sorry for Kane on that one. But you know, he was 9-0 before that, he's 9 with 1 loss now, and you know, he's at the stage where he's going to have hard fights, and that was an hard fight. He'd beat him a couple of weeks ago, I thought he'd beat him again, but it just wasn't to be. All respect to him, and obviously Kane will come back from that.
That loss might make Kane a little bit more desirable further down the line.
Well, obviously a win and a loss, we can do a third one somewhere, can't we? And hopefully do it where it means something as well for something, yeah.
We had Marcel Braithwaite coming back after about 8 months now.
Yeah, he actually got a slot live on Channel 5, so that was good for him. I mean, he was coming off a loss, so his opponent wasn't to the level that normally he would be fighting after 8 fights, but his last fight was a loss, so you know, he got a journeyman, and the journeyman didn't do much aggression, so he could just do what he did. It looked okay, yeah.
And then we also had Jake James on there having his 5th fight.
Yeah, and do you know what? I thought it was the best performance that he's done, Jake James. I was really impressed with him, you know. He seemed to show a little bit of power that's not been shown in his previous performances, and his movement is great, his punch selection was great, and it was a very good win for him. I mean, the kid...
Was he confident?
The kid was just coming off a win over Ali Ben, even though his record's not good, but he's only ever been stopped once before, which was Kane Gardner, and Jake... It did a number on him. He was good on Saturday night, yeah.
He was. Then you're flying out to America?
Yeah, a couple of days time we're off to New York. The team's already there with Tommy Coyle. Fantastic. I always said that I wouldn't go to Madison Square Garden until I had a fighter on it. Thought that one was going to go by, but no, Tommy's on it, and he's not got an easy fight, has he? He's got a tough one.
No, well, I mean, the 3 defeats have been world class, was it? He's got
beat by
Pacquiao,
Amir Khan,
yeah.
And the only one to stop him is Errol Spence, and all them was at welterweight, so I think he's unbeaten at light welter, which is what Tommy's fighting him at. He owns the WBO International, which is what they're fighting for. You know, you've got to look at it and say Tommy's the underdog. Kids, as I say, only been stopped once off Errol Spence, so he's tough. I mean, I was actually there when he won a world title against Ruslan Prokmov, what we call him.
You said that.
And I remember Brian Rose was in the changing rooms going on the fight afterwards, and I went to say, look, this is going to get stopped. It won't last long, but he ended up, you know, taking that beatings early doors and coming down and winning the fight. And you know, I think I'd watched the first 4 rounds and didn't give him a prayer of getting through the halfway stage. So he's obviously a tough cookie, and Tommy's going to have to box the fight of his life to beat him on Saturday night, but he's bang up for it, and if he does box, he's got the tools to win the fight. So I'm really looking forward to that, and the undercard over there. I think there's some good 50-50 fights. I'm looking forward to it.
Then we've got when you come back, show in Liverpool?
Yeah, I've got a show in Liverpool which we'll be talking about, and a show in Doncaster on the 22nd again, which we'll do separate reviews on. Yeah.
Okay. Then we've got a lot of involvement on July the 6th.
Yeah, I mean, it's been announced that Scott Fitzgerald is fighting Brian Rose, first defence of his WBA international fight, so I'm looking forward to that one. I'm expecting a good performance on the back of what he did with Fowler, and moving on from that, we've been told it's Ted Cheeseman in a British title fight, so obviously we've got to win the fight with Brian Rose. I mean, I obviously used to manage Brian, and I know what he was capable of. Whether he's still got that, we'll find out on the 6th of July, but I'd expect Scott to come out victorious on that one, and then we can move on for it. Another one on the night, which I think being announced today, is Jack Cullen. He's going to be fighting Felix Cash for the Commonwealth title. Jack's coming off a good win for the English title. Felix Cash is undefeated and a talent, so I think that could be fight of the night. You know, I'm really looking forward to that one, and you know, it's an opportunity for Jack to step up, and it's a good test for Felix Cash. So I think it's coming at the right time for them both. You know, both need proper fights. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. And then we've got a little bit of involvement with the Ultimate Boxer.
Yeah, that's been changed now to the 19th of July. So at the moment we've got Mike McKay in the cruiserweight tournament. So I'm hoping that Mike can do well on that. You know, they're a bit of a lottery, aren't they? These kind of prize fight things there.
But he's not too far away from the amateurs. It's only his fourth fight, I think, as a pro now. So realistically, sometimes it suits those.
Yeah, I mean, you've had odd winners, haven't you, in the prize fighters, and they're difficult to call. But you know, he's in with a shout, and I'm hoping that he can come out of that one victorious. 3 fights, and then he'll be okay.
Is that still going to be the night that Jack Kilgannon and Johnny Telford?
Yeah. Jack Kilgannon, our VIP lads, fighting Johnny Telford on that one for the Central Area title. I believe they're going to try and do that between the semi and the final, so it'll go out live.
Right.
So that'll be fantastic. That it should be a good fight. I know them both very well because Telford's fought on our shows, and obviously Jack's a VIP fighter and gone to 9-0 on our card. So I'm hoping another win there, and as I said before, it's a good fight, you know, and it's a good fight for them both. So that's what they need at these sort of stage of their careers. And Ben Mulligan's on the undercard as well. I mean, he's had it unlucky, Ben, with a few injuries and having to pull out. So touch wood that everything goes right in the camp for this one, and Ben's out, and then we can get to start moving him forward and getting him busy, and hopefully in the thing for titles, can fight some VIP lads, can't he? Maybe get an English title on the line with him and a couple of others possible.
Some great fights just internal, like you say, between the VIP fighters. Also a strange one. Terry, can you clear that up for us? Terry Flanagan?
Terry's and his trainer Steve Mailer have decided to move on. I mean, I was involved with it at the time. I mean, there was a contract with Frank Warren at Queensberry Promotions, which was coming to the end, and I tried to make some fights with Frank's team, but there was no desire really from either party to move forward. So that one ended, and while I was out getting some propositions for Terry, Steve Mailer or MTK, don't know which way it happened, approached him and offered him some easy fights, which was something that I didn't particularly think that Teddy needed. 3 easy fights. I mean, I had a deal for him where he could have been topping the bill at the MEN Arena in a fight. He was more than favourite to win, getting paid decent dough, full coverage on Sky, and then a chance to move on and get the big money in the DAZN stuff in America. But you know, Steve was adamant he wanted the easy fights. I hadn't even spoke to MTK. I mean, as we sat here now, I'm still the manager of Terry Flanagan. I've not actually released him yet, but they've done a deal between themselves, you know, which obviously breaches all the rules of the Boxing Board of Control. But you know, I've just said just crack on with it. So that's what's happened. So you know, we'd had a few good nights, haven't we, the English titles, and 3 of them had won, and you know when something's going good in boxing, something's going to come round. I always say, put your ball protector on, you're going to get a kick in the nuts, and it was a red hot poker up my arse. It wasn't a kick up the nuts, but you know, it's happened before, it'll happen again, and I've just got to make sure that I put my effort and time into the lads who are VIP now, and hopefully stay loyal, and I can crack on with them. So Teddy's moved on, and we'll move on as well.
Alright, Steve, nice one, mate.
Cheers.
Catch up with you soon. Bye.
Cheers.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.